everybody. Lance Russell and Dave Brown sitting right along ringside. And by golly, I'll tell you what, we are ready for championship wrestling today, Dave, and I love it.
Oh, I tell you, we've got a TV title match to get things started today. And this one, Dutch Mantell will be here. He'll be defending his TV title against Kevin Sullivan. Then we will have Tim Leonard. Our first look at Tim Leonard. Jonesboro's on Championship Wrestling. He'll be going against Wayne Ferris in a single match today. Coco Ware and Ron Sexton team up in an expiration of time match against the Japanese team of Mr. Onita and Masafuchi with Tojo Yamamoto in their corner. Big day coming up.
Well, you got that right. Championship match coming up. We've got an expiration of time that just won't stop. We've got ourselves some great-looking action lined up on Championship Wrestling. One way to get to it is to do it. Let's do that right now. We'll be back in just a moment. Well, we're looking forward to this championship today. Here's a typical example. Right in the ring right now is the champion already standing in there. No nonsense. Let us get it on. Hart's got to make a grand entrance with Kevin Sullivan in this whole thing. Okay, Dave, we'll get the official introductions and also have a little story to tell about this particular match in there.
All right, this is a TV title match. The television title on the line. One fall, 15-minute time limit. The challenger from Boston, Massachusetts, 220 pounds with his manager, Jimmy Hart, Kevin Sullivan. The champion, 224 pounds from Oil Trough, Texas, Dutch Mantell. One fall, 15-minute time limit. The TV title on the line.
Well, I'll tell you, this is going to be a whaler, too, man. Kevin Sullivan, Dutch Mantell. Jimmy Hart up there in, of course, obviously Sullivan's corner. Sullivan giving it the big pose and showing off all the big muscles. I think we are ready for action. Here we go. Story as they're getting started, Dave, I want to tell is Hart, of course, you know and everybody knows that Mantell just walked away from Hart. He hasn't spoken to Hart since that time. It's really gotten to him. Hart has been making all this static about the fact that Mantell, since he won the title, has not defended against anybody except a mismatch. Now, this is not to put Vinny Romeo down. You remember we had a match here with Dutch and Vinny. Vinny, a good young fellow, but obviously doesn't have the experience that Mantell does. Hart finally got what he wanted. He bagged him into a match here with Kevin Sullivan, because Dutch made it very clear he wasn't afraid to take anybody on. Bring him on. He'd defend it, and that's what he's got today. Should be a great match.
That's where we are, in the middle of it. TV title on the line, and we are now about 50 seconds into the action. Kevin Sullivan brought Mantell down to the mat, hair pulling. Yes, sir.
Sullivan showing how smart he was. He's pointing to the wrong thing. He should have been pointing to his hair, because that's just, again, that's what he's doing, grabbing Mantell by the hair. He's monkeying with the wrong guy, because remember, Dirty Dutch knows all there is to know about that sort of thing, too.
Yes, sir. Many of them he has made frequent use of himself in times past. Dutch Mantell round behind him. Dutch puts Sullivan down to the mat. Quick cover at a count of one. Sullivan breaks out of it. Sullivan screaming about his hair. Dutch Mantell not pulling his hair. He's using that upper arm. Sullivan has Dutch's arm hooked. Shoulders are up. Dutch bridges with his feet and the top of his head. Keeps the shoulders up off the mat.
Boy, that's difficult, too, to sustain that when a guy's laying on top of you like that, or at least partially the way Sullivan is. Sullivan putting heat on the chin, too, Davey.
Referee Jerry Calhoun right there. Well, shoulders down. Briefly, a one count. Dutch literally trying to shake him. Trying to break that right arm free.
Look at the muscles on this Sullivan, man. He bulges everywhere.
Whoa. Open hand by Sullivan. It was legal, but a mistake nonetheless. And Mantell came off of that mat, ran Sullivan out of the ring. Now Sullivan and Jimmy Hart get together, and they're all smiles. Oh, did you see what I did to it, Jim?
Yeah, of course, that's all part of the Hart-Sullivan strategy, Dave, is the fact that if they can make a guy mad, he may lose his cool and thereby set in problems for the opponent.
I think they have made him mad, all right. No doubt about that. Sullivan comes out of the ring. Dutch Mantell trying to get at him.
Hart got what he wanted, and that was a title match for Sullivan. He may not be too happy that he got a match with Mantell.
All right, referee Jerry Calhoun telling both of them, keep the fist open, no more fists. We're coming up on the 4-minute mark. 4 minutes gone. Oh, big broad arm by Dutch Mantell. Sullivan in the air. The knee drop. A cover by Dutch. Count is one, only one. Shoulder up off the mat by Sullivan. Right shoulder came up at the 1 count. Dutch Mantell has Sullivan pretty well tied up now. Got both his arms pinned. Over in a corner. Referee wants him out of the corner. Calhoun's telling him, hey, let's have a little more wrestling, a little less punching going in there.
He's also trying to tell them about when they get on the ropes, let's have a break and don't start all that fighting in there, which Sullivan is the one that started it. Hart staying on referee Jerry Calhoun about the illegal tactics of Mantell. Has a strange way of overlooking anything Sullivan does.
Yeah. 5 minutes gone.
5 minutes down, 10 to go in this championship match.
Hart up out of his chair complaining. Dutch Mantell, he thought about some hair pulling there, but thought better of it just about the time the referee was warning him of the same thing. A couple of strong guys. Sullivan off the rope, shoulder butt. Dutch Mantell hits the mat. He sets himself, picks Sullivan up, body slams him. Dutch to the rope. Shoulders down. Sullivan gets the 1 count on himself, and then he breaks out of it. Yanks Dutch Mantell down to the mat, and he's got a face lock on him.
I didn't see how Sullivan broke it. It looked like the way Dutch's head snapped, Dave, that he might have grabbed that hair again. I just really couldn't tell.
Couldn't see for sure from this angle, but certainly we suspect that.
Dutch got a hold of Sullivan's hair, and the referee's saying, get your hand out, get your hand out.
Sullivan, boy, hanging on. Now he breaks the hold, fires the forearm. Body slams. Mantell out of the way as Sullivan was going to follow through.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Hair pulling. That's the way Sullivan broke out of it that time, as Mantell had those shoulders down. Mantell reached up, grabbed a big handful of hair, and suddenly his shoulder's no longer down. Mantell about to do the same thing, but the referee stopped it. Mantell again grabs Sullivan's hair. That was a fist. Kevin Sullivan, right fist doubles. Sullivan really attacking Dutch Mantell back in the corner. Dutch out on the apron. Rolls down onto the floor. Sullivan steps out of the ring, coming after him. Dutch's head popped into the apron. Ooh, Dutch rammed into the ring post. Look out. Into the table. Kevin Sullivan now heads back to the ring. Dutch Mantell down here on the floor. He starts back to the apron. nailed by Sullivan with the boot. Kevin Sullivan using the fifth. We're 8 minutes into the action. 8 minutes gone, 7 minutes left to wrestle in this championship match.
Sullivan's a good candidate for disqualification, but knowing Dutch, the kind of guy he is, he'd rather handle it himself than let the rules or let something else handle it. Uh-oh.
Dutch buggy whipped into the turnbuckles, dropped to the mat, a cover by Sullivan. Count of 2 on Dutch Mantell, but he breaks it. Sullivan whipping Mantell into the rope. Oh, drops him into the corner, into the turnbuckles.
Well, this Sullivan is strong.
Woo. Face lock again by Kevin Sullivan.
Hart giving referee Jerry Calhoun a hard way to go as Sullivan hanging on to that reverse face lock. I thought he was going to backdrop Dutch, and he just grabbed him in midair as he was going up, hooked him in, and slammed his back into the turnbuckle.
9 minutes, 15 seconds gone in this championship match. TV title on the line. Dutch Mantell defending. Sullivan, wow. He unloaded with a right hand. Mantell into the rope. Sullivan winds up, fires that right fist, covers. 1, 2. Mantell breaks it just before the count of 3.
No doubt, Sullivan's on a roll, as they say. He's really got it going for him.
A cover again by Sullivan. Mantell again breaks it at 2. 10 minutes gone. 10 minutes gone with 5 minutes left to wrestle.
5 minutes to wrestle.
Dutch.
The Dutchman coming back.
Gets the knee drop on Kevin Sullivan. Oh, he was going to drop down with the arm. Sullivan moves. A headbutt by Kevin Sullivan. Dutch Mantell back into the rope. Sullivan staggers back into the rope, but comes back with a right hand. Dutch rolls it down. 1. Count of 1 is all he can get. Sullivan did not want to go down off his feet. Shows you some of the strength of his legs. A press down by Dutch Mantell. A 2 count. Sullivan jabs that right hand, point of the fingers into Dutch's throat. Dutch slammed across the ring. Sullivan monkey flips him out of the corner. 11 minutes gone.
4 minutes to wrestle, 4 minutes to go, and we're coming down to the end of this championship.
Oh, Mantell swinging back. Mantell choking him. Using his tights, the shoulder strap.
Just sit down, Jimmy. He's moaning about what Mantell's doing. I don't condone what Dutch is doing, but he got sick of Sullivan's stuff.
Sullivan started out. Mantell grabbed him, pulls him right back to center of the ring. Again, Sullivan starts out of the ring, and Mantell grabs him. Look out, Jimmy Hart's up on the apron. Mantell knocks him down to the floor. Sullivan rolls Dutch down. Count him. 3. All right.
What a lousy break. Jimmy Hart up on the edge. Yeah, you won it. What's Hart doing up on a ring? Jimmy Hart complaining about Mantell, about Dutch using hair and that kind of stuff after everything that Sullivan did. Dutch trying to talk to the referee and say, hey, what's Hart doing up on the ring up in there? And we told you Sullivan was a candidate for disqualification. Lousy break in there, Dutch, boy, I'll tell you. So the new TV champ is going to be Kevin Sullivan.
Let me say one thing. I don't know why it comes through when Hart wants to sacrifice his body to win a match for his men. I'm going to say one thing. Nobody ever gave me nothing. I'm not out here crying, because to me, this is when it gets good. Because they chased me, and if they want to let Kevin Sullivan have the TV title, that's okay with me, too. But now I'm going to do the chasing Sullivan, and I might have lost one battle, but I ain't lost the war. And mark my words, Hart, Sullivan, and anybody else, the Dutchman's coming back, and I'm coming your way. Mark my words. I'll be back.
Boy, a dead level serious former champion right now, Dutch Mantell. Lousy break. What happened was Hart was screaming, trying to get the referee's attention. He jumped up on the ring apron. About that time, Sullivan kneed him, shook him loose, threw him in. Mantell hit Hart head on. Boom. Knocked Hart right down on the floor.
Yeah.
And before Dutch could recover in there, Sullivan is right in behind him, rolled him up, and got a 1-2-3 on him, and we have a new champion. And what was the time?
Time was 12 minutes, 3 seconds, 12:03.
Oh, boy, I'll tell you, I thought that we were led pipe cinch into a draw in there. Two very strong guys. But Sullivan, with the great aid of Jimmy Hart, and there comes out the new champion. We've got other great wrestling coming up. We'll be back to it in just a moment. Back into action here in just a moment. We'll give you the entire card a little bit later on in the championship wrestling. I want to talk right now to Jerry the King Lawler. Significance of the fact that coming back Tuesday night at the Louisville Gardens, he will be facing Terry Funk. Of course, Jimmy Hart will be over there in the corner. But the difference is there's going to be a cage around the ring in this particular one, Jerry. And that's going to change the whole significance, I think, of it.
Now, what that means, Lance, is there won't be any outside interference this week. There won't be those wrestlers coming from the dressing room to pull Terry Funk and I apart. Now, that match should have never been stopped last week. I know. I was one of the men in the match. I know I was able to continue. I know Terry Funk was able to continue. If we hadn't have been, they wouldn't have had to pull us apart, Lance.
Jerry,
the match should have never been stopped, and it won't be stopped this week. And the cage around the ring is going to ensure that nobody comes in there and pulls us apart. So, Terry Funk, I want you to know that I like this. I'm tickled to death over this. I love this face looking like this because I like it when I get hurt. You know, this is the first time that I've really been hurt since I've been back, and that's when things get good. When I get hurt, when I can hurt somebody, and that's exactly what I'm going to start doing, Terry Funk. Nobody's going to pull us apart. It's just going to be you and I in that cage around the ring, and I'm going to get my hands on you, and what you're going to be doing, you're going to be hoping, you're going to be begging and praying that somebody can get in that cage and pull me off of you, because when I get on you Tuesday night, you're going to be, it's just going to be all over for Terry Funk. I can assure you that, Lance Russell.
Jerry, I wasn't there, but I have talked to several people who were there, and you and Terry Funk were swinging at anything that moved the referee in there. And I think the referee, the point was that you were unable to continue in the bout, and they stopped the match.
Let me just say this. We don't have much time. I'm going to get out of here. Tuesday night, there's going to be no question, Lance, whether we're able to continue or not, because we're going to have to continue. I'm going to continue until there's no more Terry Funk for me to worry about Tuesday night.
They'll be in the cage Tuesday night, Louisville Gardens. You've got to be there for that.
This match is going to be a one-fall, 15-minute time limit match. Stepping into the ring on the left side right there, Wayne Ferris. Again, one-fall, 15-minute time limit. Introducing from Jonesboro, Arkansas, at 212 pounds on the right of your screen, Tim Leonard. And going against him from Memphis, Tennessee, at 235 pounds with his manager, Jimmy Hart, Wayne Ferris. One fall, 15-minute time limit. Jerry Calhoun is the referee.
Hart's making a big thing about introducing Ferris as pretty boy now. Referee Jerry Calhoun saying, let's...
Pretty boy, right. David, why don't you let me sit here with old Lance if you would?
Oh, yeah, boy, that'll make my day.
You're all thrilled.
Have Hart sit down. Tim Leonard, Jonesboro, Arkansas, a young fella who... making his first appearance on Championship Wrestling. He's a relatively limited background in professional wrestling, but he has shown that he has plenty of things to go. We want to wish Tim's daddy, who's in the hospital over there, Norman, speedy recovery, and I bet he's watching Tim, as a matter of fact, right today.
Oh, we don't care about his daddy over there watching TV. Who cares, man? Look at this. While you were running your big mouth about the guy's old man, look, he just grabbed his hair twice, man. Look at this. This is a joke.
Everybody's got eyes, Jimmy. They don't need you to
They
interpret
sure do.
anything
Now, you're building this
anymore.
kid
They
up.
saw you in that first
This
match,
guy's
too,
a
by the
midget.
way.
He is a midget wrestler. Look at him right there. He is a midget. He's a midget. Come on, look at him. Get him, baby.
Wayne Ferris, it's
Come on,
true,
Wayne.
has a large weight advantage over Tim Leonard.
Look, the people love Wayne. Look at that. They love him. Look at that
Stocky,
body.
well-built
Look
young
at that
man.
tan. Look at that tan. Look at him.
Opening minutes of a one-fall 15-minute time limit bout. Tim Leonard standing side headlock on Wayne Ferris.
Come on, Wayne. Come on.
Handling him well right at the moment. Referee Jerry Calhoun making sure, and there's Ferris's hand to the hair. Didn't hear you mention that, Jimmy.
I didn't see it. What happened?
Oh, really?
What happened?
Yeah.
Come on, Wayne, you got him, baby. Look at that. Now, come on, look. When the man has got his foot over the rope, you're supposed to brace. Look at
Hey,
this
he
kid.
broke.
Look at this kid. He's even got a Jerry Lawler haircut. Look at that old bang chopped off haircut up there. Look at him. I'm telling you, the guy's a midget wrestler. Look at him. Look at him right there. Look at that big gut hanging out over his tights. Look at that. There you go. Come on, Wayne. Teach him a lesson, baby.
Ferris missed the big right fist, and that's what he had was a fist. Tim bealed him right off the rope.
Why does Calhoun have to referee every match that I'm involved in on
He
anybody?
happens to be assigned to the
He
match.
happens to be assigned. Could that be the reason the old fast Eddie Marlin's doing it? I'm telling you right now, baby. Come on, there you go. Beautiful.
Right fist, beautiful.
Open hand,
Certainly.
open hand, Russell. Who's wearing glasses, me or you? You're wearing glasses.
Maybe you need some.
I don't need anything, baby. Look at this. Let me tell you something, baby. The family is getting back together. You saw, look, what did Dutch do? He left the family. Look what happened to Dutch Mantell. Tell him what happened to
Yeah,
Dutch.
I know. He had Jimmy Hart interfere in his match.
Oh,
the
come
way I saw
on,
it.
man. You're sleeping. Look, come on, Wayne. You got him, baby. Come on. Beautiful, beautiful. Good open hand shot. Beautiful. The kid's green. Look at him. This is a joke. Hello. Beautiful, Wayne. Experience, baby. Look at that beautiful body on Wayne Ferris now.
Knee to the midsection, Leonard down the center of the ring. 3 minutes into it with 12 minutes to go. Championship Wrestling still has a big expiration of time match coming up.
Tell him, Wayne. Tell him, baby. You got him. Come on, Wayne.
Leonard taking a shot, trying to move Ferris away. Wayne stepped back, avoided it, picked
Beautiful,
Leonard
beautiful.
up.
Beautiful.
Got him.
Come on, Wayne. You got him. Come on.
Dropped him down on that knee in a backbreaker.
Fantastic. The family is back together, brother. Look at this. Come on, there you go. You got him. Come on. Come on, Wayne. Beautiful. This has got to be a joke, man. Come
You're
on.
obviously listening to
joke.
the hysterical Jimmy Hart, feeling all that tickled about the fact that Wayne Ferris.
You got him. Look at him. Look at him.
Bring the mic back. You
You
couldn't
got
care
him
less
right
if you
there.
leave.
Oh, this is a joke. This is a joke, Russell. Come on. Come on, Wayne. Nice little workout before lunch. Look at this. Come on,
Ferris
pick him
was
up.
considerably more experienced
Beautiful,
than
beautiful.
Tim Leonard.
Oh, now you've changed it around. First of all, it was a great star coming in
Big
from
elbow.
Goldsboro. Now he hasn't
That
got
should be it
experience.
right there.
Come on, baby, you
1,
got him.
2.
Beautiful,
You got him.
fantastic. Woo! Pretty boy, Wayne Ferris, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful.
Wayne
beautiful.
Ferris, thank you, who obviously was heavily favored coming into the match. With a great deal more experience, a great deal of size advantage on Tim Leonard. Leonard gave it a good go in there. I think he surprised Wayne a couple of times. And there's Jimmy Hart bouncing and bubbling around with Wayne Ferris being the victor over somebody he should have beaten with the experience and size advantage he had, Dave. What was the time?
Time 4 minutes, 15 seconds. 4:15.
4:15 was the official time on it. Wayne Ferris and Hart go tripping lightly out of here with the victory. So Ferris the official victor in there. Ferris was involved in another match. This particular one was a tag match that Kevin Sullivan was his partner in, and they went against the Superstar in the Dream. It was quite a scuffle. Let's take a look at it. Dundee down in the middle of the ring with Wayne Ferris, and it has been a wide open brawl. Ferris misses. is as he comes off the turnbuckles, but Sullivan grabs Dundee and slams him into the ring post. Dream really coming after him. Helps Billy back up. Sunset flip. 1. Sullivan breaks it up. Bill takes a foot right in the side of the head. Bill just barely gets that left shoulder up. And Ferris into the ropes. Both of them down. The Dream trying to get a tag. Billy having a hard time shaking it off. Ferris does get the tag over to Sullivan. Sullivan firing Dundee around. Nails him. He goes over the ropes and out. No disqualification. No time limit. Ferris off the rope. He missed him. Dundee swinging hard, chopping timber. Tag on the Dream. Dreamer with a clothesline. He covers him. Sullivan, Dundee going at it. Dream and Ferris. The referee, here comes Hart from out of nowhere. Referee grabs him. Brawl time. Dundee after Hart. Dream down. Sullivan turns the referee down. And that's going to be it. Ferris was on top of the Dream. Got a pin. And the winners are going to be Wayne Ferris and Kevin Sullivan. Seems like that the only thing that they care about is the victory type of thing. How there can be any glory in some of the things that they do to get a victory, I don't know. But that apparently doesn't seem to concern the type of Hart and Ferris and Sullivan and some of those guys. We got more action. We're going to be to it just a moment.
An expiration of time match. This one, the team with the most falls to their credit when the time expires will be the winners of the match. At a total weight of 441 pounds on the right of your screen, from Union City, Tennessee, Coco Ware, and from Knoxville, Tennessee, Ron Sexton. At a total of 451 pounds on the left of your screen, with their manager, Tojo Yamamoto, from Nagasaki, Mr. Onita, and from Hiroshima, Masafuchi. This match to the expiration of time, Jerry Calhoun, the referee.
Okay, we're about to get this thing ready to go with our opening fall of our expiration of time match. Fucci and Onita, who've shown a lot of ability to work together. And Sexton and Coco, who are not quite as familiar with each other, starting it out. Coco in there with Fucci.
Masafuchi having something to say about the hair. Oh, he's body slammed by Coco. Upset a bit about it. Tag made by Coco Ware, and here's Ron Sexton. Sexton moving Fucci around pretty good. Couple of flips. Another, and he tags out. Fucci turned things around. He raked his hands across Coco's face. Coco slammed into the corner. Mr. Onita, yes. Double team on the tag out. Onita working the eyes. Double chop by Fucci after the tag. Fucci takes Coco over to the corner, makes the tag on Onita. Both of the Japanese in there now. They'll do it just about every time on a tag. Use the double team. Onita with a cover. One. Count of one is all he gets. Coco comes firing back. Good drop kick. Onita goes into the rope. Coco flies to the corner. Here comes Sexton. Uh-oh, Sexton. Grab by the hair, pull back into the corner. Referee trying to get him out of the corner. Onita tags Masafuchi. 2.5 minutes gone. First fall, expiration of time match. A chop to the stomach by Masafuchi. Ron Sexton being held in the air over to the corner. Fucci puts him down on the ropes, upside down. Onita holding him there. Coco trying to get in to help him, but the referee sends him back outside. Mr. Onita. Sexton hits that mat hard. Sexton blocked the chop with his left arm. Trying to battle back. Onita slows him down again. Sexton back in the corner. The Japanese corner. Fucci with a tremendous chop. Fucci makes the tag on Onita. Onita and Fucci both working on Ron Sexton's eye. 4.5 minutes gone, first fall. Sexton able to get the tag on Coco Ware. Coco, whoa, firing Onita into the rope. Fucci had started in. He got caught in the traffic. Coco grabs Fucci, Sexton, Onita, and they run them together. Ron Sexton grabs Masafuchi. Whips him into the rope. Backdrops him. Ron Sexton goes with a drop kick. Oh, he goes for another one and misses. Fucci drops with a chop. Count of 1, 2, 3. Coco Ware there to help. But just a bit late. The 3 count had fallen. And for the first fall, the win goes to the Japanese team, Masafuchi. Mr. Onita, manager Tojo Yamamoto. 5:07, the time on it. 5:07.
Excellent fall of actions in many respects in there. Ron, young fella out of Knoxville, had his problems at point, but gave it a good go. Coco looked great in there, boy. I'll tell you, this guy, he's something else. Onita Fucci were involved in another match. The size differential will be interesting to see. The Dutchman also going with his partner, Plowboy Frazier. Let's take a look. Onita Onita's the man that's the one in the ring, and up on the steps to the ring apron, and Onita is ready to get it back in action again. Mantell staring him down. He's telling Onita, this may turn it over to the big man over there. Wait till he drops a leg on you. And there it is. Here he comes. Plowboy. Oh. You're not going to see the world's greatest scientific wrestler, but what a powerhouse. This guy is so strong. Tag to Fucci, and Onita is hurt. Here comes Fucci in. He's complaining about trunks and hair and everything else, and the pure simple fact of the matter, all he ran into was a 460-pound powerhouse. And Big Plowboy just slams him back down. Big shoulder. You're running against the wrong man, Mr. Fucci. Goes for a top wrist lock, and on the other side, Onita. And he just puts them both back down. Plowboy just grabs him by the head and just whirls him over. Picks him up, one arm. Drops him, big slam. Oh, there's that leg. 5 minutes fast with 25 to go.
29 minutes to wrestle. 5 minutes fast, 25 minutes to wrestle.
Plowboy doing his number, showing this international team what the big man can do. Uh-oh, Onita setting up in his scorpion move. Mantell very quick, out of the way, moves back in with a big solid right hand. Hammers him down. Drops with a knee, one. Nope. Uh-oh. Dutch tried to follow it up. Oh, I hurt him. Dutch hit those turnbuckles. Onita and Fucci both taking advantage. Tojo distracting the referee. Morton trying to get Tojo back in the chair. Backbreaker. Fucci deposits him. One. Tag on Onita. Dutch trying to fight his way back. Another tag to Fucci. Boy, they work well together. Foot in the side. Bears him over the shoulder and goes with that chop right to the abdomen. Foot in the back. Again, Onita takes over after the tag. Pressure right at the temples from Onita. They are great with the pressure points. Fucci coming in without a tag. Onita over in the corner with Mantell. Onita tags out to Fucci. Dutch takes one in the back, right in the kidney. Hangman, he drops him down on a reverse neck breaker. One. Dutch is out of it at the count of one. Yamamoto out of his chair again. He's brandishing that war club he's got. Onita. Down, big chop, double hand on the back of Mantell. Dutch battling back. Takes it from both directions. Tag on Plowboy. Fucci. Onita. There's the big slam. Plowboy going. Oh, and Fucci hooked his leg from the outside. Onita covers him after a chop. 2, 3, and that's going to be it. 8 minutes and 28 seconds. The Japanese team of Onita and Fucci, the winners. We're going to be back with the second fall of Onita and Fucci against Ware and Sexton in just a moment. Got just a minute here, and I want to talk to you first about next Thursday night, Salem, Indiana. Going to be a whale of a night of championship wrestling action coming up there. The Dream Machine will be there. The Superstar, Roy Rogers, Dutch Mantell, Wayne Ferris, Kevin Sullivan. Going to be lots of it coming up. That's Salem, Indiana on Thursday night. Now, I told you about the card, the main event, Jerry Lawler and Terry Funk in a cage coming Tuesday night. Let me give you the rest of an outstanding card. Benny Romeo goes against Sonny King. Then huge Plowboy Frazier will be taking on the Turk with Jimmy Hart at ringside. Then Jimmy will be back in the corner of El Toro when he goes against Roy Rogers in a single match. Listen to this 6-man tag match. Wow. Kevin Sullivan, Wayne Ferris, Jimmy Hart against the Superstar, the Dream, and Dutch Mantell. And then Jerry Lawler faces Terry Funk inside the cage in the Louisville Garden. A night to remember. Be there.
Second fall of action set to go. The Japanese team back. Coco Ware, Ron Sexton back. It's Sexton against Masafuchi to start the second fall. First fall went to the Japanese team in a little over 5 minutes. Fuji, oh, neck breaker, reverse neck breaker by Masafuchi. Ron Sexton held as Mr. Onita came in. Onita with a chop. Another. Sexton trying to battle his way out of it. Not having much success, though, the Japanese team, both of them, keeping him tied up. Coco Ware around the apron trying to help out. Masafuchi, meanwhile, from outside, continuing to work on Ron Sexton. Oh, Onita. With this Japanese team and the chops. Here's another one. Onita. Then Sexton firing into the rope. Ooh, boy, did he catch him coming off. 1, 2, 3. Oops, and that's it. The Japanese team with their second straight win here. Fall number 2 goes to them in 1:13.
They're 2 falls up. We'll be back. Take a look at our time and see whether we have it for a third fall in just a moment. Coming up on our third fall of action, Dave, we're sitting with a situation where Onita and Fucci are 2 falls up. I'm not really sure we got enough time for him to catch up.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult for Coco and Ron Sexton to put together 2 falls here, even to get a draw, but always the possibility. And Coco and Ron Sexton back giving it all they got here against the Japanese team. Well, this Japanese team is so effective at getting their opponent in the corner, and then every time they exchange, both of the Japanese are working on it.
They really do. You have to give them credit. They do an outstanding job of working as a tag team. And, well, they've been working together for a considerable length of time. A lot of it, I think, goes to the fact that Yamamoto, with a lot of tag experience himself, has given them a lot of advice in there. Fucci holding. Coco Ware takes a double chop in there, and Onita comes firing back at him. Fucci feeling very pleased with his actions. Ooh, and Onita ripping at Coco. Coco firing back at him. Forearm. Takes him over the shoulder. Coco Ware, big chop. Onita grabs him side headlock, digs in the eyes, back to the corner. Tag on Fucci, and the referee saying, come on, let's make the exchange. Ron Sexton keeping an eye to be sure his partner is not double-teamed where he could be in there to help him. Fucci again goes for the eyes. Gets that reverse face lock on Coco. Onita after the tag. Puts the foot in the midsection. Coco goes in the air. Takes him over and down. Tag Sexton. Ron, a real good slam. We've only got 2 minutes to go on our expiration of time, Davey.
Ooh. Sexton's head in that top turnbuckle. It's been there before during this match.
Uses that 1 foot on
Single
that.
foot.
Yeah. With the chop, Fucci. Down hard. Hip toss. Right back at the midsection. Look at these guys go. The pace they keep is unbelievable. They got to be in enormous shape.
High energy level they have. Oh, close to disqualification there. 4 count. 1 minute left. Time is
1
running
minute
out.
to go. Onita making all sorts of noises. He may be saying something. I don't know what it is. Sounds like he's just making noise to me. Fucci, a desperate chop on Ron Sexton. Ron needs to get a tag out to Coco Ware. Oh, boy. He is just really moving him everywhere with that foot. Mercifully, I would say at this moment, because they have really been unloading on Sexton. Look at Sexton now, battling his way back. Here comes Coco. Our time running out, but Ware and Sexton coming back with a fury, and they're banging away hard as they've got Fucci and Sexton going up. Drops him down on that knee. Even if they get a pin, they'll still lose the match. But our time is up. That's going to be all there is, and we're going to have to call quits to this expiration of time match. Time expires. Coco Ware, Ron Sexton. Quite a battle with Fucci and Onita in here, and while I am sure that the Japanese team had to be the favorites coming in, it was still an excellent battle with Ware and Sexton. They dropped 2 quick falls, relatively quick falls in there. They got down, but that 3rd fall, they were coming back in great shape.
No battle. Yes, sir.
We better take time out right here, Davey, and we'll be back after a look at the clock. Tuesday night in the Gardens, big card, big 6-man, Bill Dundee, Dream Machine, Dutch Mantell face Kevin Sullivan, Wayne Ferris, and Jimmy Hart. And then Jerry Lawler, Terry Funk in a cage. Let's hear what Funk had to say about that.
Yes, I heard after that match with Lawler. Sure, I'm missing some teeth. Yes, I've got permanent damage to my eye. But have you seen Jerry Lawler? Has anybody seen him? Does he have enough guts to come back against me again? I am the meanest man in professional wrestling. They had to pull me off a Lawler while I was beating on the man's body while he was laying there. This week they're going to have a fence around the ring. And you people, remember what I'm saying to you, because I'm speaking the truth. You will never see Jerry Lawler wrestle again. So if you want to be there for his retirement match, well, make sure you come down there, because I'm going to take the man and I'm going to hurt him so bad that he will not be able to wrestle again. If I have to, I'll break one leg. If he gets up and hops to me, I'll break the other leg. If he comes crawling on his belly, I'll kick him in the head. Believe me, Jerry Lawler is going to pay, and he's going to pay dearly for what he did to me. Hey, I love my family, and my family loves me. My brother loves me, but I have no respect for anybody like Lawler. I have a definite hatred for the man, and I'm going to take that sickness out of my mind.
Well, it was a doggone good tag match, I'll tell you that. Even though it was one-sided in terms of fall victories, the Japanese team came out with a victory with the last 2 falls in there, and their time is up.
Yes, sir, but still a good accounting from Coco Ware and Ron Sexton, even in the 3rd fall. Onita and Fucci do win the match. Wayne Ferris defeated Tim Leonard in a single match today. The big news, Kevin Sullivan, with the aid of his manager, Jimmy Hart, defeated Dutch Mantell to take the Championship Wrestling TV title.
Yeah, he did that, in fact, and it was one of those situations there. Hart jumped up to complain about the fact that, well, our time is up. We'll see him next week on Championship Wrestling. For Dave Brown, Lance Russell saying bye-bye, everybody.
The announcers on this program are selected and paid by parties other than this station, namely the promoters of Championship Wrestling.